Hello and welcome to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we're looking at the USS Enterprise from Hot Wheels. Now, it's a great ship, it's a great mold. I love the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films, and I love Star Trek in general. So just like all the other reviews, we'll go over the paint, the mold, and then compare it to some stuff. Let's get started. Hot Wheels Enterprise does come with a little stand in the shape of the Delta and a little peg. And what you do is, it's not very tight or sturdy at all, but you just kind of push it in there. See, it just falls out. And the only thing that holds this on there is basically gravity. Gravity pushes this ship down on this stand, and that's it. The mold for this Hot Wheels Enterprise is great for the size. I do have a little gripe right there where they didn't push it down enough or something. But besides that, the ship is beautiful. And it measures just under 3.5 inches. But the thing is, it reminds me of Micro Machines, which started this whole collection of mine in the first place. So let's get into the mold. We'll start here with the saucer section. And it is very detailed with this work right here. We have our phasers, our bridge, the impulse engines back here. More phasers in the front. And just all this panel work right here. So that's nice. On the bottom of the saucer, we have our copyright crap. More panel work. Our sensor dome, which is cool. We have nice molded windows on the side of that. And that goes all the way around the saucer section, which is great. Now on the neck, we have our torpedo launcher right there. It's hard to make out. And that is also detailed nicely. Here we go. We can make it out nice from this direction. And we also have line work going down the side. Now the saucer and neck is metal. This section here is rubbery plastic. This is just plastic. On the back of the neck and the saucer is molded work going down here. With a little dot there for the phaser array. And then the pylons have some molded rectangles in there. The engines themselves, the buzzard collectors are nice. And then we have molded detail going all the way down. Our fins has 2 each. And then the back has the little section right there with the ball in it. Underneath the warp nacelles is more molded detail. For the secondary hull, we have our deflector dish, which is detailed nice. A little thicker than I would want it to be, but for the size, it's okay. And then we have some windows and molded detail in here in the secondary hull. That's cool. On the bottom, we have our peg hole. And we have 2 rivets that hold it together. So all in all, the mold to this Enterprise is great. So let's look at the paint. The Enterprise has 2 basic colors. Yes, there's blue and black, but I'm talking about the different shades of white we got going on here. Now, the saucer and neck, like I mentioned, are metal. And that's painted with this nice, shiny, almost like an enamel. And it really picks up the light, it shines. Underneath, you can see underneath the paint, it's not too thick. But they should put a little more on there. You can kind of see the metal. Especially on the neck, you can make out the metal a little bit. Also on the dish, we have our registry, USS Enterprise NCC 1701. We have a couple gray spots here. Our bridge is blue and gold, which is nice. Again, wish the impulse was red, but what are you going to do? The secondary hull is not painted. However, the deflector dish is a nice metallic blue. For the warp nacelles, we have blue going down the side, registry. And then our buzzard collectors are blue, just like in the film. And with some gray. That just about does it for the paint. Because the original Enterprise was just like a battleship gray, and that was it. So the fact that we got all these different colors going on is a nice little change. But speaking of the Enterprise, let's compare it to some of them. Now I was thinking, what Enterprise should I compare it to? Like here we have the alternate timeline one, So first of all, I thought, well, why not the original? And again, this is Galoob, this is Micro Machines. And you can tell how they are similar, but yet they're different. Of course, the stand comes off. But the actual shape is there. This is more aerodynamic looking, more organic, beefier. I believe this ship is way bigger than this one. The scaling's a little off, but what are you going to do? It's an alternate timeline, things are different, you just got to accept it. And the front, I kept the front basically similar. So that's kind of neat. But besides the original Enterprise, I thought, why stop there? Let's compare it to some more, because I do like these Micro Machines, and they never really come out much. So after the destruction of the Enterprise, we had the Enterprise A. We had the Enterprise B, we had the Enterprise C, and why the hell not? Let's throw the D in there too. Good old Captain Picard. And altogether, they look great. And I know they're two different things. Like, Christ, this is, let's go off on a limb, 20 years almost away from this set. But they still fit, and I wish Hot Wheels kept going with this. And here's the Enterprise with a basic Hot Wheels car, which is the Tumbler, which I reviewed previously. And you can see, they don't really go together, they're two different genres, but the size is similar. You know, Hot Wheels didn't stray too far from their scaling. So that does it for my review of the Hot Wheels USS Enterprise. It's a cool little ship. If you're a fan of Star Trek, go for it. This thing's great. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time. Bye.